fucking murdered. Like, we were in their common area, you know, like we're like in Oz, how there's like this table steeled, like bolted down to the ground, and they like live and commune there.
Yes.
And it's like the 2 floors. Dude, I went in there and I like tried to do some crowd work, did horrible. Because you know what it was, dude? In Rikers, I found out later that we were in like an auditorium with like the pull-out benches.
Right. To give some context, doing a show at Rikers.
I did a show at Rikers Island.
And
then, which I did well at, and then bombed at Manhattan Correction Facility like a few weeks later.
I mean, people always say those are the 2 toughest rooms.
Yeah.
Dude. To do. So if you can't do well at one, don't beat yourself up. You got the other one.
Bro, well, there were so many factors, because at Rikers, it was like these guys were all playing like basketball. This is like their like recess time. So like but they knew these comics were coming. So this is like, all right, you're not interrupting my time. And like they had like the pull out bleachers, you know, those from high school.
They played basketball already? Or did they sub your show for the basketball?
They knew that stand-ups were coming, but while they waited, they played basketball. Also, things never happen on time inside prison. Like, we were supposed to do a show for someone else, and then there was like a riot in that wing, so then they were like, oh, you're going to do this other group instead.
I'm very interested to see what wing... Like, what was the first wing? Was it like...
I didn't know.
Non-violent? Then you jump into the next wing?
Well, these guys were all Hispanic, and I found out afterwards that they were all Latin Kings. But, like...
Okay.
Yeah. But they were very nice, for the most part. The older guys didn't get, like, nuanced shit, and the younger guys did. Like, I was...
Yeah, because they haven't been outside in 20 years, Chris. Yeah, they don't understand revel scooters.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Yeah. But here's the thing, you say that, though. In Manhattan Correct Facility, whatever, you might have to bleep this out, whatever. I'm not even talking shit. He fucking murdered. Comes in talking about doing bits about registries for weddings, like Tupperware. Bro,
do you know how many siblings they have?
What's that?
Do you know how many siblings these Aladdin Kings have? How many registries they've had to do?
No. So here's the difference. That was Manhattan. So I'm going all over the place.
Okay.
Rikers Island, Latin Kings, auditorium.
Okay.
Do great, whatever. There's some funny things that, like...
Roughly how many people, like, in the audience?
Like 50. But they're spread
Wow.
They're, like, spread out. Some of them are, like... And, like, there's a couple guys that are just talking the whole time. There's 3 older, like... There was one old guy who was bald and just tatted up with just a mustache. And just, like... staring at me without not laughing. I got him to crack once. I was like, I got you, bro.
Were you wearing tight pants?
Not this tight.
All right. I thought maybe
dude, you know who fucking murdered at that show? Oh my God, his name's right on the tip of my fucking tongue.
Sagalo?
No, Long Island kid. Always wears
Tillelli.
a hat, backwards hat.
A Long Island kid always wears a backwards hat.
He's an actor.
Who's an actor?
I
don't know. Travis Grant.
Travis Grant. He fucking destroyed. Dude.
People love Travis Grant.
Yes.
Myself included.
Great kid.
Great kid. He's a legitimate golden retriever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like loyal and fucking...
Just like tongue hanging out like, what are we doing? What are we up to? All right, where are we going? That's the gig? All right, let's go.
Bro, you got a red ball and some water. Travis Grant goes nuts, dude.
Has a field day.
Oh man, dude. Yeah, but dude, so there's like, we were talking about the nuance thing. This was fucking funny. So I'm like, I'm in the middle of this bit, and like I said, like some guys are talking, some guys are watching, whatever. And at one point, like the auditorium doors were open, so it's like the bleachers, you with a microphone with a shitty amp, and then like the bullpen of comics and chairs, and then like officers and the
right.
What's her name?
The warden.
The warden.
Yeah,
I couldn't get the word out of my head.
You got it.
The warden, dude. The doors are open, and they're like, whatever. This other group is being moved from one place to another, and they're all talking, and these guys start yelling through the door, and I'm in like the middle of a bit, and this guy gets up, and he's like, "Hey, Ray, what's good? What's good? I see you." And they're like just talking, and I stopped doing my bit, and I'm like looking at him, and I'm looking at the door, and I'm looking at him, and I'm looking at the door, and then he sits back down. He's like, "All right, I'll talk to you later." And the guy like goes. I was like, you know that guy? And he goes, "Of course I'm phone know that motherfucking guy." Like he like got like like mad, and the young kid next to him was like, bro, he knows you know him, bro. and the guy's like, oh, I see you. And then like sits back down.
Yeah, because they're insane, Chris. There's no social cues. The whole reason they're in prison is they lack social cues.
Yeah.
So that was the only heckle?
No, I mean, dude, the guys they were having every comic. They were like Brandon Sagalow hosted it.
Fantastic.
Dude, Brandon Sagalow goes up and right away they're like, do this, bro, do this. And they're all holding both fingers up like that. And he's like, what does that mean? You know, I don't want to do that. What does that mean? They're like, it doesn't matter, bro. Just do it. Just do it. And he wouldn't do it. And then finally, timidly, he's like, and they're like, no, he did it. He did it. He did it. Right? So he does his material. Bro, I'm up first. I'm up after him. And I just come out of the gate. And I'm like, whoa, with the two fingers. And they go nuts. So already I'm on their side.
All right, we got it.
Dude, after me, Travis Grant fucking came in and did like a rock and roll, like, rock star slide on his knees with the two fingers. And then got up and started talking about cocaine. Yeah, dude. They loved it, dude.
Wait, so what does it mean?
They never told us and we don't know.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
You might be in a gang.
Refused to do it.
No, you don't say. She didn't go along with everyone else and have fun.
I mean, but dude, there was no barrier between us and these guys. Like the closest guy could just like get up and just like tap, 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 and then like drop it.
If you're gonna do a gig at Rikers, just go with it.
Put the two fingers
just
up.
You went through all the work.
Yeah, dude, the amount of work, the amount of steps that we had to take to get there was insane.
Did you get paid?
No.
See, this is the problem with comics. None of this makes any sense. You put your life in danger to go to the most most dangerous prison in America.
None.
Just to do some time.
Right.
Just to work out this bit. God.
Dude.
This is what I don't miss about hanging out with comics. This makes me legitimately angry that people did this. And there were many shows that happened.
There's no part of you that would want to experience that.
0% of me. There's so many parts of this I don't want to do. First off, hanging out with that many Spanish people. Second, no, but like to go, like 50. Give me $50 or something.
Yeah, I mean that would have been nice. She did. She said it up top that it was not. You know,
and it's not an easy place to get to.
Dude, you have to take the fucking, I forget what train it is, like all the way to the last stop. Then like take the bus to like the last stop. And then you have to walk through like this industrial town to the bridge to Rikers Island.
Yeah.
And then this shuttle picks us up. And then there's like an island between the islands with like this fucking rundown. It looks like every murderer's like home. But there's like security.
Because it is.
But it's security. And they got to, like, check you in, take your ID. Like, they give you, like, you know. Dude, it's a whole fucking thing. I had, like, weed in my pocket.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You went to Rikers with weed in your pocket?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I thought they were going to, like, have us leave our shit. I mean, some of our shit.
Well, you looking to stay the night? You planted drugs on yourself?
Dude, you know. Yeah. I can't really come up with a clever excuse out of it.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, just how it was, man. Yeah, it was fucking wild. But then Manhattan Correctional Facility completely bombed. I think the big difference is that those dudes were more like West Indies, like Jamaica. They were black dudes. They were not Hispanic dudes. And I think a lot of my jokes like come across as very gay. Like I'm like talking about my dick, like talking about, and they're just like not having that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You would think Latin Kings also wouldn't be about that.
No,
though.
they're a little more light in their loafers.
Oh yeah, they're a little sus.
Yeah,
as the kids would say.
Yeah, I think they're just a little more open. I feel like a lot of them is just like, yeah, bro, I got a transsexual cousin. You know, they're like more open to that. Like, don't like traditionally old school like black dudes are like, I don't eat pussy. You know?
Yes,
you know
I
what
understand
I'm saying?
that.
Like eating pussy's gay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's just funny that the Latin Kings now like pride themselves on their like liberal agenda.
I'm not speaking for the Latin people.
Well, you're the closest representative.
Between the two of us, I'm more Latin.
Right. Well, I mean, You're the only one that's had an encounter. Well, maybe I have had an encounter. I don't know. But you're the only one that's performed
Right.
for the Latin Kings.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
It's very. Did you get a? So now, where's the Manhattan Correctional Facility?
Dude, it's right in Chinatown.
I don't. Oh,
It looks-
yes.
Yeah, it looks like that they took like the Death Star and turned it into like a building.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't like
That
this.
one was creepier because it was tighter, and the difference was we weren't on their like break time. We just like went into their living space. So like,
So the cells opened.
There's dudes like sweeping. There's guys doing dips. There's guys making
No.
food, and then the warden comes in. She's like, "Gentlemen, we're doing a comedy show." And then the guys are just like, "All." And then they all like, some guys are like leaning in the back. Some guys are like sitting all around. They're just like, "All right, make us laugh."
Two
like,
female wardens.
Dude, there was the amount of females that like work in these prisons. I was kind of surprised. Not to be sexist, but
No, it's an extremely dangerous place
Yeah,
where you need
yeah.
to defend yourself at all
I
times.
would not want to do it.
A female prison, I can understand.
Dude, one comic, I don't even remember her name, but she went and when we got halfway through going towards where we had to go, she's like, "I can't do this." And she backed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a person I want to hang out with. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's a person that
Here's
understands the world.
Here's the thing. I don't know you that well, but I know you enough to know that no, you wouldn't.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. I would have gotten into the car. I would have got into the car and been like, "Where are we going?" Manhattan Correctional Facility.
Right.
Not me. I will go back home. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And they had us do 2 shows. She's like, "We're doing 2."
What?
That's what we said. We were like, we thought 1 would be enough. And then she's like, "We're going to go to 1." So I bombed twice and murdered twice. Talking about registries and whatever he does.
Again, it's universal. Latin Kings, Bloods,
he
Crips.
fucking murdered. Like insane.
Interesting.
Yeah. No knock it. But like, dude,
You know how much I'm gonna fucking have to edit this episode? Stop saying his name.
just do the bleeps. I'll send them to you.
I know the bleeps. I got the bleeps. I
you got bleeps?
I got Adobe Premiere. No
Dude,
big
they're
deal.
professional,
Right?
you know. Yeah, but he murdered. But he's not the type of person you would expect to murder
No.
in that setting, right?
Right. No, you're right. You're right.
I just wouldn't like like if you're gonna like match, it's like music to like a party.
Right.
Is like theater music, and then at a prison, it's like I would expect like rap at a prison.
Right. I mean, you're a little femme. He's femme.
Right.
So that can't be an excuse for you not doing great. Are those the 2 worst gigs you'd say you ever done?
The Manhattan Correctional Facility one was one of the worst bombs I ever had. It was funny. I was like having like a spiral about it afterwards, and I was texting my dad, or I was talking to my dad about it. He was like, "How about you not give a shit so much about what a bunch of fucking criminals think?"
Yes.
He goes, "Why don't you worry about fucking tax-paying fucking
You know
like
who
normal
can't buy
people?"
tickets? Criminals, because they literally can't go to the show. So don't worry about their opinion, even though they are on TikTok now.
Yeah, how's that happening?
Because I'm somehow like in prison TikTok now. Like I'll go on TikTok as like prisoners, like making food.
Oh, I've seen those.
Yeah, like what?
There's like a guy who got out who's like has like a whole channel about it. He's just doing it at home.
I mean, it's interesting, but how did they get the phone?
I mean, I feel like I wonder if getting phones in prison is kind of like how homeless people have phones now.
So many homeless people have smartphones.
You know what I mean? Like they're just like, all right, phones are so normal that
Just like give it
like
to them.
some guys can get phones. Like, dude, you know that there's like an app. There's like an app so that people can electronically send money to like inmates. Like if you had like a family member who's in jail.
Venmo.
No, it's like a
Wait,
special one for prison because you can't just do Venmo. Because like before it used to have to be like you'd have to like go down and like whatever, like do it through the bank and shit. But now there's like a special for
Prisoner app.
prisoner money transfer app where they have their like prison account and then you can just like a Venmo transfer it into their whatever that thing is called.
How much money do you need in prison?
Well, better yet, how are they accessing it?
Well, the phone, I guess. Or maybe they have like an internal bank.
Maybe. I don't know. It's fucking weird, dude.
What do you need the money for?
Because I'm trying to get followers.
It's all. It's just a bunch of people. Everyone's about content in prison. Even.
Yeah.
They get a ring light.
Trying to build my case. Well, no, they probably make one out of like a toilet seat.
That's true. Also, yeah, you can make wine and also have good lighting.
Yeah.
Using a toilet.
We take the mirror and we cut it into a circle, and then we reflect the light off that onto me.
Yeah, that's what the spotlight was.
I love how you have a ring light. You don't even use it.
Well, the thing is, I just got this situation here. I used it last week, and it didn't come out great, so I just didn't put it on today. I think this is all right. I also shot it vertically last time, and I was like, oh, I'll put it on, this will go great for your TikTok, and I'll change it, and I'll put it on YouTube. Yeah, that doesn't.
Oh, yeah, the vertical is a nightmare.
Yeah, I didn't know that until I spent $50 on this.
Everything about TikTok is retarded, including, and it starts with the vertical video.
I can't figure out this algorithm. I went viral 3 times, no big deal. Don't want to brag. But, like, none of this makes sense. It does make sense. I brought this up with Hardy last week. It's hot girls, dogs. That's what works.
Right.
But then there's some things that you're like fat people do very well.
Well, because everyone feels like bad for them and they're like empowered right now.
Do you think that's what it is?
I mean, what else is it? Anybody who's like marginalized in that, but like now being propped up is like that's gonna bode well for you. We have to be more clever.
We gotta be clever.
We gotta be way more clever. Cause us just being us does not work.
Doesn't
on TikTok.
Right, on TikTok. Almost every other case it's been pretty good.
Yeah,
but on TikTok,
TikTok is like the ultra. What's crazy about fucking TikTok to me is that like you're right. Like one of the big things is like hot girls, right? So okay, you got like, I see these like videos where they're like wearing like see-through shirts and shit, and they're like basically naked. Dude, I've been doing putting sketches up on fucking TikTok, and they'll take a fucking video down because it says because we like mentioned the word cum.
Interesting.
Like we're not like, yeah, we're coming or like anything like that. It's just like said.
Right.
Or maybe like we had one sketch where we made fake blood and was like squirting fake blood.
I saw with Max Spinelli and Kelly.
And they fucking keep taking that one down too.
Really?
Yeah, and we were like
that's
it's like emos.
Yeah, I get it. I thought it was fun.
It's like fun and stupid.
Yeah.
It's for the pigs. And that's what we're making it for.
It's just for the fucking pigs.
It's exactly what it's for.
Slop.
Yeah. It's just slop. And so we make these slop sketches, but they fucking keep taking them down because of some weird, I don't know, like you said, this bizarre algorithm they had where like see-through shirts with nipples on like a fucking 18-year-old girl is okay, but like mentioning like the word cum or fake blood, cartoonish fake blood, not even like horror
movie. It could be in
movie.
a song, but you can't say it.
Right.
But if it's a song that they're paying us to put on our platform.
Right. What's his name could lap dance on the fucking devil, but I can't. But we have fake blood squirting, and it's like a problem. It's crazy.
Yeah, but I want. Don't you want to be like? I want to be TikTok famous. It looks fun. Kyle Gordon looks like he's having fun. Do you know who Kyle Gordon is?
No.
Apparently, he's a stand-up.
So many names are getting thrown around this time. I don't even know how much you name talk at this, but this is a fun one.
Very rare because I really don't want to add the bleeps. But we're adding the bleep. Well, this guy's all over the place, so I'll keep him in.
Right.
Yeah. He does Taylor Schmidt, who used to do the pod with me.
Okay.
He graphic designs his stuff now for him. He's doing like merch for him.
Okay.
But yeah, on TikTok, he's doing like all these characters, but then on stage, he's does spoof songs.
Okay.
So like, what I don't get is all these people on TikTok are marketing for not their thing.
Right. Well, that's like Dan Puzzlezlo. I don't know how to say his last name. Puzzello.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But Dan, how was it? Puzzello? Puzzello.
Yeah.
Is that Polish?
It's very Italian.
Oh, it's very Italian.
Arguably the most Italian.
Okay. What region?
That's
not Italian to you to not know that.
Well, I'm not Italian.
Oh, okay. What are you?
Russian, German, Irish, Polish.
Okay.
Fucking white.
If you were a black person and I asked that, that'd be bad.
What type of Italian are you?
No. If I just said, "What are you?" Well, it's like funny. It's like if you go like I've like talking about. It's like you can't like go like if I go to like a bar in Bushwick and I just like walk up to like a feminine looking person, I was like, "So what are you?" They'd be like, "How dare you?" But if I go to like Midtown or a bar around here and I just walk up to a random person, I'm just like, "Hey, what are you?" They'd be like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. What am I? What are you? Or they give you like a very philosophical answer, but sounding like me. Like, aren't we all just beings?
Yeah.
They're like, what? Oh, yeah, I'm fucking Buddhist, you bitch.
Yeah, dude. It's so funny. I don't even what the fuck were we talking about before?
What were we talking
got
about? TikTok.
sidetracked? Oh, the TikTok thing. But what were we saying? The TikTok famous thing.
You make content on TikTok that has nothing to do with the product you're selling outside of TikTok.
Right. Yeah.
I know what you're saying with Dan. Because his thing on TikTok is...
right, because he does those... That's right, because we were talking about that. Because he's a fucking great stand-up. But then, But then... I personally don't think that his TikTok reflects exactly like his stand-up. Because he does those like Europe versus USA things.
Of course. Right. And then he puts his stand-up on TikTok and gets nothing.
Right.
He throws a scarf on and they're like, we could sell this.
Right.
Here's 5 million views.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
But what is gained from that? That's what I want to know. Because like you say like TikTok famous, they look like they're having fun. Like Dan's doing great. I've never asked him, but like what's he getting at?
I mean, him personally isn't really getting anything. But Kyle's selling out shows. He's doing City Hall in Brooklyn, I believe.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. I mean, fucking, we talk about it a few times on here. Sarah Cooper. Do you not know who Sarah Cooper is? You know who Sarah Cooper is. Wait. She was the girl doing the Trump dubbing on TikTok.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Oh.
Bro, I don't know. Bro, I don't know.
I'm shocked you don't know who she is.
Maybe if I saw her, I'd recognize her.
You would know who she is.
Okay.
Black girl. She worked at Google. Now she's a comic. She hosted the last Laughing Buddha mic I did. And then 6 months later during the pandemic was the biggest. She was hosting Kimmel.
What?
Yeah.
Because through TikTok.
She would dub, like Trump would give a speech and then she would dub it and like act it out and stuff.
Right.
Very easy. Not much thought.
But here's something I'm noticing in both examples. Neither of them are doing straight stand up.
None of them.
Right.
Fuck this. And then you try to do stand up. You're like, I'm going to do 20 fucking sets a week. And I'm going to dig into this. And that also leads to nothing.
But okay, I'm going to try to look on the brighter side of things. Here's something I do like, because I don't remember if this was in the recording, but before we started, you were like, I'm fucking sick of stand up. You're like, I'm sick of it, right?
Well, no, I love stand up.
But you're saying,
I hate the people.
Right, the people involved. Yeah. Right. Yeah, but I just okay. But here's something I think is cool that's happening is I feel like there is like now like stand up almost feels like oddly like underground because it can't live on shit like that for the most part. Like true stand up.
Okay.
Like real stand ups. Not like a YouTube star who like or like some fucking internet person who like starts doing a tour and someone gave him a funny monologue to say. I'm talking about like a stand-up. Doesn't have to be from New York. Yeah. That shit, like, there is like a current of that happening and people buying tickets and doing shit, but I just think it's more like grassroots and less about the TikTok shit. The TikTok shit is for like the people you just described.
Yeah, but
where you're like doing singer-songwriter shit.
They're selling tickets.
Okay, so but what are you going to sell tickets to?
I went viral 3 times. We're getting there.
What was the thing you went viral on?
What I've been doing is I find a clip. I go on Daily Mail's Snapchat, and I'll just take a headline from them that I can make a quick joke on, and I just post the headline above my head. And I do my quick joke, and that's it.
Right.
Takes about 5 minutes out of my day.
That's great.
It's led to like 1 million views.
Right.
I don't really know where it's going to go. But that's 1 million people that didn't see me before. You know what I mean?
Well, of course. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's led to no podcast, I don't think at least, any podcast downloads. Definitely no tickets sold. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm doing it.
Do you put podcast clips on there?
No, I did, but they don't work.
Right.
But then I was like, no, you know what the problem is? It's because it's shot horizontally, and the algorithm prefers if you have it vertically.
Do you do any editing? Zoom that shit in, yo?
I know, you guys, zoom it in. I'm trying it all. At the end of the day, we're going to die. So, like, none of this matters.
No, man, none of this matters. It's so dumb.
That's why I'm like, I don't know. Even stand-ups, I talk about this here and there on here. But, like, just no one makes any money, but then they talk down to you. It's like the comedians don't make money. The people that own the clubs don't make money. The servers don't make money. And then they'll talk shit to me. I'm like, you're homeless.
Wait, what do you mean the servers in the clubs don't make money?
Yeah, servers actually might be the only people in comedy.
Yeah, they're making money.
They're the only
the club's
people
making money. We're not making money.
The clubs don't do well. The margins are so thin for these comedy clubs.
Right. I'm sure they're not raking it in, but they're making more than us.
$25 for a spot. A beer is $13, and it's a 2-drink minimum. So one person pays for the comic. It's only 5 comics on the show, and then the club takes none of this makes sense. But somehow I have to bend the knee to these people. Like, no, I'm not gonna do this.
I'll keep sucking your guys' dicks. Book me. Chris Metcalfe. What's up?
Dude, the comic strip wants us to re-audition for late night.
Dude, I hate the comic strip. I don't even care about getting past that.
It was good for what it was. I'm not re-auditioning.
Is it still open?
It will open back up in like August.
Oh, okay. I did a show there. Actually, I think I did a show there in August, but I didn't know if they were still open after that. I don't know. Like some business.
Yeah, they're open. They're open now.
Is that guy still alive?
Very much dead. The owner.
Oh, he said that guy's dead?
Yeah, like a year ago. Maybe a little bit over a year ago.
That guy fell asleep during my audition.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was sitting in the back.
He used to drive there every day. The owner of the comic strip who couldn't talk or walk or move or breathe. Definitely can't breathe anymore. He's dead. He would drive from New Jersey into the comic strip every day. That's not safe.
For people like listening or watching that like don't know who this guy is, what's his name? What was his name? Whatever.
Richie.
He was like the owner of the comic strip, but this guy looked like the Tales from the Crypt guy. But a mix between like him and then like kind of like who's the Marvel guy?
Yeah, he looked like if Stan Lee had stage 4 leukemia.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude, he definitely looked like that. And he breathed weird, and he had like a little olive spot. Yeah, I mean, dude, a gust of wind could have taken this guy down.
And it did.
And he drove. How'd he die?
He
just fell over. He just got there. He just expired.
I remember the manager texted me, like after he died, he goes, well, at least it wasn't COVID. And I was like, I don't think that's how you should look at at death and disease. Like, well, at least fucking China didn't beat him.
At least those goddamn pangolins didn't get inside of his blood.
Pangolins. You want a fun little story about the strip? I might have said it on here, but it was like right before the lockdown happened. They had Shane Gillis come in to do like an audition set essentially, and they brought him in because they're like very conservative, and they're like, this guy, he got canceled on SNL because he's conservative. Let's put him up there. He goes up. I've never seen a person crush as hard as he did. and he does this like Trump joke. It's not pro-Trump, it's not anti-Trump. It's just at the surface you would think it's anti-Trump, but
Right.
it's just a Trump joke. And the booker, who's the owner's wife, just stood up and said no. And then right after she walked out, an audience member screamed, "This is the best night of my life." That's how hard he crushed. That someone audibly said, "This is the best night of my life." I've never seen that.
But I didn't know that club was fucking conservative like that.
Yeah,
Because they made me run, because they make you audition clean.
yeah, conservative.
But how?
Nate Bargatze, squeaky clean, conservative.
Shane Gillis is squeaky clean?
Not squeaky. Well, he's also not conservative.
Right. Dude, that club's weird, man.
Weird.
So weird. It's like when you walk in, you're like, what am I in, like an old school pizza spaghetti shop? Like, what the fuck is this?
An old school spaghetti shop.
Yeah,
It's not even a pizza shop.
Yeah.
Spaghetti shop.
Yeah. With the checkers on the cloth and shit.
Yeah, we one night during late night, health inspector came in, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not getting up." They are gonna shut this down quick, and I think they were so concerned with like the main office, which is the first room to the left, that I was like, "Oh, I could get my spot in." Did my spot, left. Health inspector was still there. COVID happened, so I don't know. I don't know what happened after that. Were you just in Europe?
Yeah. I did. My brother's been living over there, so I went to visit him, and then we like bopped around a few cities.
He's been living
He worked
in Europe.
Yeah, he has like he works at he works at Snapchat, so like he could work from the moon if he wants to. And
That's the next office
yeah.
they're opening.
Yeah, and he's like a 32-year-old like sassy gay man, been living in Barcelona, and then I went with him and we like bopped around, and then I courted him to Berlin, where he is currently now still.
Being gay.
The gayest, dude.
Is there any place better to be gay than Barcelona?
Dude,
That might be the best place to be gay.
it's up. He said, he was like, dude, you think people say like New York is like one of the gay? He's like, Barcelona is like the fucking gay capital.
It's a pretty gay name.
Barcelona. You have to say it with the S's.
Has he, I was going to say, improved his lisp? Strengthened his lisp? I assume he has a lisp.
No, he doesn't have a lisp. He's just he has like a little bit of like dry sass to him. Like that's kind of the best way I could describe it.
Well, old school gay.
Like here's an example. Yes, he's kind of like an old school gay to him a little bit. Like he'll check me like if I say like if I like mispronoun someone or if I use the wrong word, right?
Right.
But then one time I was like watching this like documentary about space, and fucking Stephen Hawking's on the screen. He comes walking in and he goes, "Ew, he goes, who let him out?" I was like,
What a gay burn.
"What are you?" Yeah,
But he's not wrong.
but he's not. But also, it's like, where's the moral line lie? I mean, he's not a bad guy, and also like he's like, I don't know, he did like stuff with space. What did this guy do?
Right. Well, he did say the correct pronoun.
Yeah, yes, he did say the correct pronoun. So like that's kind of his, like he's like snarky, like that kind of.
So why did he move from Barcelona to Berlin?
Switch up the vibe. Plus, everyone's saying Berlin is going off right now.
I'm seeing that on TikTok.
Bro, it is.
Is Berlin like
I was only there
the
for
place
two.
to be?
I was only. Bro, Berlin is what Bushwick wishes it could be. It is so like progressive and open and just like wild over there. Dude.
well, Dan always used to be like that.
What's that?
Dan always used to be like that.
Val making up for the past.
Is that what they say?
No, but you can feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Well, it's all like nightlife, right? Like that's Berlin.
Yeah, but here's the thing: like the clubs open at like midnight on a Friday, and they don't close until Monday at noon. So like you and I could just like go to like a really hardcore club at like noon on a Saturday, or at 8 o'clock in the morning, or whenever.
Can you do breakfast at the club?
Dude, some of these clubs are so big. Like they got like food in them, drinks. There's like rooms to fuck in, dude. It's like nuts.
I assume that's just a club. I'm not a big club guy. But
I'm not a big club guy either. But this is like, it's like a different level over there.
I think that's just Europe, right? Isn't Europe just a club?
Except
for England?
you have to know about it.
Ooh.
You can't just go in anywheres. Yeah, they're like very. It's like depends on where you are. Like we went to like Marseille, which like is in France. If you never been, I don't know. I was only there for 2 days, but like Marseille is kind of like a place that like you'd see. It would be like the backdrop of like a 007 movie. Like it's like beautiful.
Okay.
But like it's not like a party city. I don't think. Like, but there's probably clubs there, but like they're just like only the locals know about it. Or
So in
shit.
2 days, you went Barcelona, France?
Dude, 10 days, 5 cities.
10 days, 5 cities.
Amsterdam, Barcelona, Marseille, Munich, Berlin. It was a lot.
That's so much.
Yeah.
And is this like a constant thing your brother's doing?
He's been parked in Barcelona or in Berlin now. He was in Barcelona for 6 weeks and now he's parked in Berlin. But he's been texting me. He's like, I got to get out of here. It's too much.
Can you define parked?
Just working from there, living.
What, are you doing Airbnbs or something?
Yeah. Yeah. Dude,
I mean, that's how you gay.
Dude, he gays it right. He
He
lives in the
gays
East
it
Village
exactly
and like
right.
a sick bro. He's fucking.
Oh, he has an apartment here too.
Oh yeah, dude. Here's the thing.
He's gaying it all right.
Oh, he's way better than me on paper. My parents should like him more than me.
Right. Well, are they religious?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, well, my mom will like pray to Saint Anthony if she like loses her keys.
Oh, okay.
Like she's like that kind of, but like she's not going to church every Sunday.
Okay, she's like Kelly Taylor.
How's she? Wait, Kelly?
As we learned, Kelly was on the podcast. She grew up like extreme religious.
Like what's extreme? Because I went to Catholic school my whole life up until college.
Like she went to Catholic from kindergarten to high school till she graduated high school. But she like multiple church sessions a week. Sessions? Services?
Services? Yeah, I guess.
I mean, Kelly would be able to talk about it better than me.
But wait,
yeah.
she's from Jersey too, though, right?
Yeah, she's Jersey trash as well.
Yeah.
Irish Catholic, though.
Right.
So she's got a lot of guilt.
All the guilt.
Well, what,
yeah, I got
are
some
you
guilt.
Irish?
Yeah.
Metcalfe.
Yeah. Irish Catholic. Irish Catholic. Were you not? Was your family not religious?
My mom grew up extremely religious. My dad not so much. And then I was like regular religious, Sunday school.
Right. Did you guys do like Lent, like no meat on Fridays?
Right. Well, I'm Orthodox, so it's a whole thing with the Orthodox. So you got the Lents, but like Christmas is a different day.
Right.
Sometimes Easter's the same day. Like none of it made any sense to me.
Well, there's a lot of choreography and a lot of things going on with the Catholics. It's like these days, and
I like Catholic. I would prefer to be Catholic than Orthodox. Because Catholics, you're real just like whatever.
Wait, Orthodox, like
Greek Orthodox?
I guess I've heard of it, but I don't know about like what the deal is. Like, what's your guys' deal?
Russian Orthodox. I mean, I really feel like at the end of the day, it was because the fucking Pope had too much power, and the Byzantine Empire was like,
we're not down with that.
nah, we're gonna run our own shit. So then, like the Orthodox have their own, like Pope. I forgot what he's called, but like the Pope wears white. The Orthodox Pope wears black.
Oh,
like
shit.
they're just straight up like,
fuck you.
Yeah, nah, dude. Fuck Italians. Fuck you.
Right.
We got this
We're
shit.
fucking vampire Christians over here.
Dude, but like a service, an average Sunday service, 3 hours.
Oh.
That's why I like Catholics, man. You guys, you're in and you're out. You'll wear like
it
a
depends
Giants
on who you got
jersey.
though. It depends on who you got though, because dude, I've been to because like my dad like wasn't like overly religious, and then after 9/11, I watched him denounce God altogether. But but dude, like you get if we moved a couple times growing up, and my mom would like find some new. She would make us go when we were younger.
Yes.
And then like we would go, and if it was like a new church, and we'd be like, yo. They don't do no singing. The guy with the homily, bing, bang, boom, he bangs through it. There's no waiting, nothing.
Okay.
But then sometimes you get like these other priests who it's like this guy's droning on and on with the fucking homily, and he's taking forever. I'm talking to you, Father Shizmansky, you fucking chatty motherfucker. Yeah,
God, what a Pollock.
He was fucking knocking on death's door back in the day, but this dude would just drone on and on. I don't even think he knew what the fuck he was saying half the time. He wasn't even talking about the gospel they just read. It was wild, dude.
Well, that's what I also don't understand. The Orthodox don't really do this. Catholics do. You just bring up a passage every week. And it's like, how many times can we go over the same book? Can we get another book?
There's a lot of passages.
There are a lot of passages.
There's a lot, dude.
But they seem to focus on the New Testament. Don't really touch the Old.
From my memory, yeah, but I don't think so. I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember. When they do that shit, yeah, they probably hang in the new book.
Yeah, and then like a wedding service. I like a Catholic wedding.
Yeah, they kind of do it right.
They do it right. The singing.
Well, here's the singing is my least favorite part of the church because it's so like that style of Catholic church like is the worst because it's just organs and these tall ceilings and it's just like very like heavenly. Like I've been to like a gospel church before with one of my black friends and like that shit is like that's more
that's how you church.
That's how you church. Right. That's a great way to church.
Right.
It's fun, it's interactive. It was 3 hours, but I was involved.
Did you get a tambourine?
No. Funny aside to this, the reason we went is that he was like, one weekend, we're in like the 5th grade. He was like, hey man, the church I go to is having a bowling thing. Do you want to come bowling? And I was like, hell yeah.
At the church?
No, they were having a shuttle bus take like a group to go bowling.
Okay.
So I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. We show up. And there's like, we're like waiting, and then there's like this service starting. So then we're like, this older like guy who's like walking into church. He's like, where are you two young fellas going? And we're like, oh, we're going on the bowling trip. He's like, oh, well, why don't you come in here? We're going in here first. And we were like, okay.
That's a very good old black man voice.
Yeah, thanks.
I knew exactly. I could see him.
Oh, dude, yeah, he had the suit, and like he was like a little disheveled, but he was like dude, yeah.
It looked like he was like in an old Disney movie.
Exactly like that,
I knew,
dude.
Yep.
Exactly like that. Dude, and we're like, all right, and we're just like, I guess they're doing like a little thing before we leave to go bowling. Bro, we sit through this whole thing, and like hour 1 goes in. My friend's like, I guess the bowling should be starting, like we should be leaving for bowling anytime soon. Hour 2, dancing, like, man, this is a long time before we go bowling. Hour 3, bro, this thing ends. Bro, he had the wrong weekend for the bowling. Yeah, dude. And we sat through this whole thing. We were fucking pissed, dude.
But okay, 3 hours, but they have food? No.
No snakes either. I've never been to one of those churches.
Now see,
snakes.
You lose me with religion. You put snakes in.
Now I'm in.
I'm back.
Right.
I want to see what's going on here.
I want to go to one of those churches.
I'd like to go to a black church. I want to go to a snake church. I also want to see what's going on with the Mormons.
Oh, a Mormon church?
I'm not going to join, but I just want to see what they're doing. No one talks about Mormon church. They just talk about Mormons.
I'm just imagining like them all in like sleep gowns.
Yes, that's what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And they're dunking people into like water and...
Yeah, and like kissing on the lips and like doing weird stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I imagine with the Mormons.
But we don't know. I don't know anyone that's...
I've been to a mosque.
What's going on there?
A lot of kneeling and looking in a direction. Dude, I went to a mosque in Egypt with my family. Bro,
wow.
Dude, we took this wild trip like years ago. Dude, my mom had... Bro, when you're there, like my mom and my sister had like capris on. Like something that here is like... whatever. Over there, she's a slut, dude. She couldn't even
show an ankle.
And my mom had like a short sleeve shirt that like went to like here, and they had to give them like stuff to like cover themselves.
Did they got to?
No, they didn't have to do the head or that.
They didn't have to do the head.
No. Some places, some places they would have to put like a little scarf over their head, but they didn't have to go like full Sub-Zero.
That's good.
Yeah.
I've been thinking. I thought this the other day.
They did cut my mom and sister's clits off, though. No,
In
I'm just
Egypt.
kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't know you went to the Sudan also during this trip. Just cut them right off. 'Cause I've been thinking about this because a lot of people are like moving to Dubai. You know what? But it's all guys.
Well, because women can't even drive cars there.
No, is that for real?
You might have to verify that, but I'm the last I knew.
We've said nothing correct so far, so I will not verify that.
I'm like pretty sure that like women, or maybe in certain parts of the city, but like women can't drive there. It's a very weird city because it's it's Saudi Arabia owns it, right? It's
Sure.
like some country. It's like a country, but it's like completely owned by like
Oil.
It's like a mall. It's like a mall country. Like the country's a mall.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
It's basically Hudson Yards.
Yes. And dude, I've met so many people that are like, yeah, I like work on commercials and shit, but before that I was like working in production in Dubai. Like a lot of Americans like get jobs like over in Dubai. It's like,
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
I know it's oil, right?
But they're not working in the oil industry. Like
But
these people aren't.
Okay. But let me ask you this. Are they all guys?
I've met one woman who like used to work in Dubai, but I didn't know her well enough to start getting into the minutia of like her experience.
That's because, like, why are all these guys moving to one city? Like, the whole point of moving to a city, if you are a guy that has money, is to fuck. But all these guys are moving to Dubai. Like, to me, it doesn't make any sense.
Right. Well, I think it's the type of city where you can like fly a jetpack, like over the ocean and shit. I think you probably can have sex. I think it's just like,
Well, I guess you just buy the women, right?
I was gonna say that, and I get the okay. I've been to Dubai once, but I never left the airport. I was like had a long layover there.
That's
But
good.
I looked out of you could see the city from the airport, and when I tell you, I felt like I was in Star Wars. I'm not exaggerating. Like, because it's a huge international airport, so you have like two really short little Jamaican people, and then these like tall. It's like everyone like, and everyone's got different hats, and everyone's different, and it's like wild. Like, and then you look outside, and it's like Cloud City,
Right.
like it's not. It's like a crazy fucking city. Like, and I was only in the airport. And then I see all the fucking videos online, like, you know about like those islands that they built, those
Yes,
like
I'm
planet
very familiar
Earth.
with the islands.
Yeah, dude. Well, I heard the planet Earth or world, whatever it's called, was a huge failure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like Rod Stewart bought England, but then like nobody bought the other islands and shit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The city's weird. They do shit like that, and like half the shit's like a flop. It's like a half-built mall.
It's like that fucking Jersey Mall. What's that?
The mall.
What's it called?
It's not called Mall of America. It's
Fuck.
I don't know. I don't remember what.
What a flop that's been.
Well, dude, malls are dead, dude. Who the fuck? The only people who go to malls are people who go on cruise ships.
Right. But I like that the developer was like, I know what you're thinking. Malls dead. No one wants them. How about this? Ski Mountain.
And apparently there's a Nickelodeon like theme park in there too.
Ski Mountain, Nickelodeon theme park, an NHL rink in the middle of the mall.
Wait, like that where like the Devils play?
So like that size ice.
Oh, but
in
it's
the
just
middle
like,
of the mall. It's because there's a mall in Quebec that has a big youth hockey tournament. So I think
so
that
we got
was their
one
thought.
event this year.
They're like, that's one guaranteed event.
That's one guaranteed event.
We got a bunch of fucking French Canadians coming down. They have a wave pool in there. Oh, I think maybe a whole water park. I don't want to just say.
You're kind of like selling me a little bit on it. The spectacle of it is.
Yes, but also like you can't get there.
Well, you got to go to the Meadowlands.
Well, apparently they were going to build a train station from Penn Station directly to there, and then they just didn't do it.
That was smart.
I was like, how did you not do it?
What do you mean? So how did you not? What do you mean? Oh, you're in favor of them doing this?
How the fuck am I getting there?
The bus, man.
Nah, I don't do buses, man.
There's the bus to. I like to go to the Preakness and go bet on horses sometimes, and I take the bus over there.
Oh, wow, you're garbage.
Yeah.
You take a bus to bet horses?
Yeah, not a lot, but I've on occasion. Yeah.
That's garbage.
Yeah, get some cigars, dude. Start betting on the fucking harness, dude.
Do you dress up?
Now,
Are you a horse guy?
I like harness. I don't like the fucking.
That's even more garbage.
Yeah.
You take a bus to bet harness racing?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you are doing way worse than I thought you are. I didn't even know people still did that. Did you watch Squid Game?
Yeah.
When he's betting on the horses in the first episode, I'm like, who even does this anymore?
But it's not like that, dude. I sit outside and smoke a cigar and hang out and play some fucking bets. I'm not like, I mean, sometimes I'm smacking the program a little bit. If I got like a trifecta box going, I got a good thing going.
Oh my God. Are you like a guy that like looks at the trainer and like knows the trainers?
No, not like that, but I do like to read, like, I like to look at the, I make my bets based on, like, the house does, like, their little, like, these are our top 4 picks, and, like and I look at the odds. Because have you ever done it before?
My grandfather was a degenerate gambler.
My grandfather did it too.
Right. Well, my
Yeah.
grandfather bet on dogs. He wasn't a big horse guy. We didn't really have horse money. We had dog money. Smaller
money.
Animal, you know?
Horse money.
I've been to the dog track. My dad growing up, when his vacations were 2 dog tracks. That's how genetically garbage I am.
Wow.
And I went to a dog track in Lake Worth, Florida with my grandfather. And he was one of those guys that like truly believed he was going to win every race. And when they didn't win, he was like, what? He was one of those guys.
Like you couldn't believe it every single time.
He didn't win ever, and he truly believed he was going to win every time. He would play the lottery every day. Truly thought he was going to win the lottery. Never did.
Wow.
Dead. He's dead now, never won the lottery. Might have never won a bet either. I don't know. Also got into a yelling match with a guy at SeaWorld about a beer. That's a separate story.
Dude, but how about these fucking people, though? Do you ever, like, meet those people who are, like, always going to, like, Atlantic City and shit, and they always have comped rooms? They're like, oh, I got, like, a month and a half of comped rooms.
Jesus, how much you lose.
But exactly. It's like how much you losing, but then, like, they're always telling you about when they're winning and they seem happy. Like, my buddy's mom, dude, she's down there, like, half the week.
Are you a big Atlantic City guy?
No, because like I have fun playing blackjack, but I don't have that kind of money. See, because when you bet horses, you play nickel bets if you want. Chris. I don't do that. I play bigger hands. But like when you even go to Atlantic City, like a small table is like a $5 hand.
I understand what you're saying, but we're gonna have to just quick recap. You're taking a bus to bet nickels.
I don't
on harness horse racing.
Yeah, dude. Especially if you do it. Well, you can't do a nickel on trifectas because that's what I always do. Because you gotta pick the top 3 horses.
You have a job. You told me I'll come at 6.
Yeah.
Because I have a job.
Yeah.
Are they paying you at this job?
I get commission.
All right. Sales?
Yeah.
Dude, I just started sales. All right.
Oh, dude. Good luck.
Well, give me some tips there. But
first tip, we got to go on a bus for me to tell you about it. We're going to have a business talk at the track, at the Preakness.
Yeah, I can tell already you guys don't do much business.
Yeah.
Where are you taking your clients? To the harness, to Yonkers.
I'm taking you to Meadowlands, to the Preakness.
Oh, my.
It's in Jersey.
Preakness is?
Yeah. Or no, wait, am I saying the Preakness? No. The Pegasus? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know. It's the Meadowlands one, not Yonkers in Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay. Yonkers, ew.
Yeah, come on. What's being adults here? Yonkers, what's going on there? Can't take a bus there. What was I gonna say? So your grandfather is so you're genetically garbage as well.
Oh,
you were
yeah.
AC. Were
my
they
parents,
AC
my dad's from like Hoboken, like old school Hoboken.
Raised it.
Yeah.
So he's a big what's his name? Singer.
Sinatra.
Yeah, big Sinatra.
Not as much as you'd think. My dad's actually like I'm trashy. My dad's actually not trashy. He like evolved. He's like very like, and that's like the CEO of like a fucking like he's like he's like white collar, but like he came out of fucking that world.
Right. He's reformed garbage.
Yes.
As I like to say.
Yes.
Okay. Wait, he became a CEO of a company.
He lives in London now.
You got a gay brother in Berlin. You got a CEO father in London. Chris, what are you doing? You're taking buses to bet harness
to the
races?
bet harness races.
Are they aware of this?
Dude, here's the thing. I always joke, dude, my sister has epilepsy, my brother's gay, and I'm a comedian. Of the three of us, I'm the only one choosing to do this.
Wait, so then what's your sister? What's her? She's an epileptic? That's not that exciting.
It's not that exciting. She's 10 years younger than me. She's like 24, like living at home, has a job, saving up, moving out.
Okay, that's not.
Yeah, nothing.
She's not gay in Berlin or closing deals in London. Whatever.
No.
Don't give a shit then.
Just bleep all that out.
Yeah, no one's interested.
Bleep all
in
this
that.
shit out.
Wait, so your dad's in London, your mom's in Jersey?
She goes back and forth. She goes like back and forth over there. You want to make it more complicated? He just moved to London. Prior to that, was living in Melbourne throughout this whole fucking pandemic, which has been crazy.
Because Australia has been wild during this.
Get this shit. So my dad looks like he's in the mob, kind of. Like all my friends, my dad kind of looks like a younger Paul Sorvino.
What industry is his company?
Like tech industry, like kind of.
I like how you can't tell me.
Oh no, he'll tell you like what he is, and you're like, none of it makes any. It's in English. Okay. It's English, but you're like, I don't know what the fuck.
I thought
is.
I was.
It's like systems management, joint constraint. Like this, like things like that.
Right.
So, dude, like I'll tell you, like this is how much like one time I used to play lacrosse, and indoor lacrosse in the off season you couldn't have the coaches couldn't coach the indoor team because they didn't want the coaches for the high school team, whatever. So like a dad or somebody would just have to like run the lines.
Right, box lacrosse.
Yes,
correct?
for box lacrosse, correct. It's like hockey, but you're running around with
Sick
sticks.
sport.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
So my dad's like, fine, I'll volunteer one time, and like all the kids, all my friends, this is like high school. My friends are like, yeah, your dad's in the mob. Your dad probably kills people, all this shit. Because I could never like really say what he did for work because I didn't know. But they're like, yeah, you kill people. So this one kid, Kevin Love, like comes up to my dad, and my dad like met him before, and he's like, hey, Mr. Metcalfe, don't kill me. Hey, I know you're in the mob. Don't put a hit on me, all right? Oh, and then my dad goes, and he tells everybody before he comes up, he goes, give me your name and give me your last name and your number so I know who you are when you're on the field. And he goes, Kevin Love, number 8, don't kill me, right? Don't kill me. And my dad goes, yeah, I got it. Kevin Love, faggot. And I'll go on the field. I go on the field and start practicing. So like he's like that. That's like his like style.
He's an old school guy.
Old school guy.
How did he take your brother coming out?
Didn't give a flying fuck.
Very interesting.
Didn't give a flying fuck. My mom was a little like, she was like upset because it was just like, well, I guess he's not getting married and having kids and he's going to be oppressed. And I had to be like, Mom, being gay is in right now. So that whole like notion.
Mom, let me show you the TikTok algorithm, all right? I don't think you quite understand what's going on here.
Yeah,
he's
dude.
This
was also like, he came out like 10 years ago. So it's been like a while.
Okay.
Yeah. He didn't just like come out like yesterday. It's been like,
Wait,
I joked that like my brother like was almost kind of more pissed that my parents weren't more combative about him coming out.
Well, were they like, we knew?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a little bit like that, a little bit of just, yeah. Compared to any other coming out story I've ever heard, it was like nothing.
That's right, because Kelly also, to bring back the Catholics, her brother, super gay, apparently, I never met him. Parents didn't care, but also religious. It's good to hear.
Right.
But I want to hear a good
juicy,
story.
Yeah, like a good fucking, yeah.
Right. I remember growing up, my grandmother would always tell me, like she said it often, how all gays were alcoholics, and that's why she felt bad for them. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Is that something I should tell people also?
Yeah.
Because you say it a lot. She had to tell me like 6-7 times. I was like, that. Why do you keep bringing this up?
That's a really old school misconception.
But also, like, what a weird reason, like, for her to be like, I don't like gays because it's against religion.
Right. It's
I'd
not
be like,
that.
all right.
It's that they're alcoholics.
Yeah. She's like, you just can't trust gays because they're alcoholics. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't really know what to do with that information. I'm 6. You're like, all right. You're like, all right.
Yeah, that's a weird association. But I mean, dude, maybe she like walked into the wrong bar one night because some of these gay bars are like wild.
Kyle Mara sent me a picture the other day. In the West Village, there's a bar, gay bar. It says 2-drink minimum in the window.
Dude, you know that some gay bars have lockers in them? Wrap your head around that shit.
They have lockers in them?
Dude, I've gone to gay bars, ones that I don't want to go back to because they're usually the more hardcore ones. Dude, they, instead of having like a coat, they'll have a coat check, but they'll also just be like, you pay money, you get a key, put the key around your wrist. Like you're going to like a water park, but you got a locker so you could put like whatever. Because half of them are fucking naked. You know, some of them are like, they get like naked or not completely naked, but they like, so it's like, where are you going to keep all your shit? Oh, get a locker. Swear to God, dude.
I always knew gays
We're smarter.
were organized.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But that makes too much sense.
Yeah.
If you were to ask me what's in a gay club, it'd be like probably like lockers for them to like place their stuff in so they don't lose it.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's what we got going on. Yeah. You want a cake? Do you have to like rent the locker?
I would love to get like the most like homophobic, like whatever, stereotype Southerner, whatever, and like show him around like a club like that. He'd be like, they got lockers? Like,
my God.
I mean,
This
these
is
queers,
organized.
these queers, as queer as they are, they're smart.
You're some smart queers.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much right now. I was going to walk in here and be like, these are some dumb queers. No, sir.
They may be queer. They're smart.
I will say they're all alcoholics. I did notice that.
Raging alcoholics. Yeah.
Do they have showers?
I don't know. I've never been to ones with showers, but I've been to some where there's just it's like, so some of them are called cruising bars, which basically means like you can just fuck in the back and there'll be like a room with like a curtain.
I assumed
Yeah.
that was what's going on.
Not again, this isn't every gay bar. There's certain ones.
Well, how the straights have a sports bar, you have a beer garden, you have a wine bar. The gays have a cruise?
Cruising bar.
Correct? A
Yeah.
cruising bar.
Yeah, dude. Dude, we went to one bar. It was funny. Like, we went to one bar in Munich, and like, I've gone to so many gay bars, my brother, but we went to this one bar in Munich, and he was like, this place should be pretty chill. We go in, it's all just like dudes playing pool, dark pub, rainbow flag, but they're playing Britney Spears. We walk in, we sit down. I look up, there are 2 TVs next to each other. The one on the left playing just like hardcore muscle gay dude porn.
Oh, wow.
Right to the right of it is like 2005's Chicken Little like animated movie from Disney. It's like right next to each other. I was like, what is this mixed messaging?
I always knew Chicken Little was a twink, but I had no idea.
Yeah.
Wait, this is wild.
Dude, wild, dude. I told this story on my podcast recently, but we went to one bar in fucking, I think this was in Berlin maybe, or whatever, somewhere in Germany. This one fucking went to this one bar, and it was like, you know, there was like some women in there, mostly dudes, like a couple guys with no shirts on, a couple guys with mesh shirts on, whatever.
Mesh is big.
Mesh is big.
Mesh is big.
And then there's this one old guy who's just got a blue thong and sneakers on, and that's it.
High socks?
No socks.
No socks.
Or he had the low cuts, and I didn't notice.
Not visible to the
Right.
eye. Blue thong and sneakers.
And then comes up to me, and he's like, "Are you friends?" And it's like looking at us, and we're like, "We're brothers." And he like gives us a weird look. He's like, "Oh, you're brothers," and he puts his arm around him. He's like, "I like you. Do you want to come in the back? I will pay with your butthole." And I was like, "I'm good, dude." But I was like, my man's over here. He's down. And my brother's like, "I'm good." This dude was fucking wasted.
This happened like last week?
Yeah.
You're wild. This was just a night.
Dude, just one night. Dude, he took me to another one where this place called Frickin' 3000 in Berlin. He told me, he was like, look, he's like, I know you're not going to like this place, but I've just got to take you here because you got to see what I see. Like, that's how my brother prepped
I don't like
me.
that.
Dude, we go there. We go through it's a neon green light that says Frickin' 3000, like a German would spell it, like Fricken.
With like the dots over the U and...
Yeah. and just a green door with a camera. And my brother, like, we walk up. This huge German guy opens the door, checks our Vax cards, then fucking checks our Vax cards, brings us in. No one's got shirts on. Wild, sweaty, disgusting bar. We go downstairs, and dude, all I could say, the best way I could describe it is like a labyrinth of sex. Like
of
there's
dicks.
just like of dicks. There was some. Well, at first I thought they were women, but then they had penises. But so they could still be women, but.
Right, use the right pronouns or your brother will get pissed.
Right. So that was pretty wild. Like I did like a lap in there and I was like, okay, I've seen enough. I think it was the first time, you know, I've seen like gay fucking like porn and shit, but like I've never seen in real life.
Right, in person. You've never seen it in the wild.
Gay sex in person. And it's off-putting.
I would imagine if you're a heterosexual, you're not a fan.
Not my cup of tea.
But like, even is your brother bringing you? Like, what was the goal to bring you there?
Because like my brother, like while in Barcelona, was like having like a gay like renaissance for himself. Like he was just having lots of sex with lots of people. Like he was like living his best gay life. Like very like just out there doing it up.
Gaining
like
up.
More than he would here in New York.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I guess just because it's a new
because the
place
weather,
and
the vibe's different.
I never heard someone say, you know why I'm being more gay?
The
weather's been great.
Well, I get gay in the summertime.
You get a little gay in the summer?
I'm seasonal gay.
Seasonally gay. Everyone is a little bit gayer in the summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, dude. But I forget the fuck we were talking about. Oh, being gay in Barcelona.
Right.
Like, why did he take me there? Because he just, like, dude, like, I'm just, like, into, like, I'm down to see, like, anything weird once. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just, like, and he just, like, was like, you gotta see this shit. Like, you should just see this shit once, like, while we're here.
Right.
He's like, this is the only time, like, so he's like, he's like, we don't have to go, but he's like, if you want to see something fucking crazy, come check this out real quick.
Now, are there any times where you're with your brother here and you go, you want to see something crazy? And then you take a bus to the fucking Meadowlands? And you have
give
cigars?
him a roll of nickels?
Yeah. You're like, let me explain how the trifecta works, all right? So you have the 4 odds that they say. These are the 4 favorites. Bet 3 of them.
Yeah.
First, second, third.
Yeah.
Could they come in any order? Well, that's a whole separate.
That's if
type
you're
of
doing
bet.
a box. That's called a box trifecta.
Is there anything that you do that your brother thinks is wild?
I think he thinks doing stand-up, he could never do, like, he's like, the idea of doing stand-up to him is, like, mortifying.
The guy's walking into green doors with cameras on top of him. And
I know.
He's like, you know what's wild? Slinging bits for 10 minutes in front of people.
I know.
Like, dude, no, you're wild.
I know. Yeah. It's like, I'm like, it's not that crazy. It's dumb, but it's not that crazy.
Right. It's so dumb. I mean, the lifestyle's dumb.
Yes. It's moronic.
Yeah, what you said, my sister and my brother can't choose it, I choose it. That's so fucking spot on. That we're living such a non-wanted, which first off isn't a phrase or a word. But like such an undesired lifestyle.
Yeah. It's I joke with some of my friends who do it where I'm just like, we call it a curse. Like, it's just like a curse.
Yeah, I'm too far. Like, I'm too into it now.
Right.
Like, I have to do it forever.
Yeah, like the idea of not doing it is more bothersome to me than doing the lifestyle, which is not optimal.
Right.
Because then I'm just like, I feel like if I do it, I'm going to be like fucking, what's his name at the end of Ray Liotta at the end of Goodfellas. Like, I stopped doing it. I'm just like, I'm a schnook.
Yeah. Also, speaking of Ray Liotta, did you watch the fucking Many Saints in New York?
What a piece of dog shit that was.
Here's my thing. I liked it because I know
you did like it.
Because they're going to start a Sopranos universe. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
So that's why I liked it. I was like, yeah, the movie wasn't
What is this,
great.
Marvel?
They're essentially going to make it like Sopranos
Marvel.
Fucking go. But what I didn't like about the movie, the one thing I really had to gripe, Ray Liotta
Played 2 characters.
but like they didn't even mention it. Like he died, and then he came back with like a different haircut.
Well, his face as the first character was mangled. He looked like the one half, the bad side of Two-Face's face in the first one. And as the one character, like when he first came on screen as the guy that died, I was like, holy shit. I was like, I hope this is makeup making him look bad and
I thought
not
it was
just
his acne scars. Does he not have acne scars? Am I wrong?
But they looked thrice times worse. Like they looked really fucking bad. He looked like he ate shellfish that he shouldn't have eaten. Like he was like swollen.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, Ray Liotta. And then when they cut to him as the other guy, I was like, damn, okay, looking good, dude.
And then he's like, oh yeah, like very passively, he's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm the brother. All right. I was like, wait, what happened? I thought you died. Is no one going to talk about this?
Right.
I read something. I read like some blog where someone said that he wasn't even a real person. That it was a thing of Dickie Moltisanti's like he was dreaming to like get rid of his sins.
Oh, they're still doing that shit?
And I was like, that makes more sense than Ray Liotta playing 2 players.
So is Moltisanti just going to prison and talking to
well, he died at the end, but I guess the argument the blog was making was there is no prison. Like that was all a dream.
Oh, I see.
And Ray Liotta was really like it wasn't his dad. It was like he like in his brain made up a person.
Right.
But I was like, but it's still Ray Liotta. Why is Ray Liotta playing 2 people? Regardless of dream or not. It was the dumbest. I was so legitimately angry.
Is Christopher telling because he's the narrator.
Right.
Is he telling it from heaven?
He's telling it from
because like he said, didn't he say like in the narration? He's like, and that's the guy, and that's you know he killed me. You know.
Yeah.
Like
so he must be saying this from beyond. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think of that.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. Also. Yeah. I'm on your side now with this. I didn't appreciate it.
I was like, what?
I ordered chicken parm from Harry's Italian underneath 2 gold. I don't know if you know Harry's Italian.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I got the chicken parm there and it was fucking terrible. So I was angry that my chicken parm was bad as Ray Liotta was playing 2 people. Like I was like, fucking the sauce has no tang. Ray Liotta's playing 2 people. What is going on?
Yo. And then they did those like little like nice little like those little like cameo like I thought that was like kind of weird like what's his name when they showed what's his name who like gives he's like the right-hand man to Tony. What's his fucking name? The dude from the E Street Band. Syl. Like when they show like a young Syl.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty. I think everyone did such a good job, especially Tony's mom. Whoever played Tony's mom in the movie sounded just
the chick from the yeah. She's in Jack Nicholson and Matt Damon, the Boston movie with the
yeah. I know what you're saying. I can't remember.
Departed.
The movie. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson was in The Departed?
Yeah, remember he's like basically like
yeah.
the mob boss guy.
Yep.
Yo, I heard people say that movie sucked and I was like, "What? Really?"
I'm not a big movie guy. I enjoyed The Departed. I thought it was a good movie.
I thought it was a good movie.
You got Wahlberg.
I heard they ripped it off. I found out recently also that they ripped it off from a Korean crime movie.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know what they say. Whites do it better. That's what the old saying is. Oh, Squid Game was good. And then apparently there's another Korean. I got to look it up. I saw it. It was on Barstool. They blogged about it. It's another Korean drama.
Oh, this
that
is
we
like
have
the
to
new
watch.
thing. This is like the new thing now.
I think Koreans are they're gonna have a good like decade. The music's taking over. The shows are taking over.
Is the K-pop taking over?
BTS is big. Big. I don't know anyone else, but they're big.
I'm so out of like the loop on that shit. Do you like anime?
I don't like anime.
Dude, I've tried so hard to get into anime. I
Were
watched
you a
one
Dragon Ball
anime
Z kid?
Never.
Yeah, me either.
Never.
Everyone loved it, and I was like, eh.
None of that shit did it for me ever.
Yeah, I was like, nah, this is Goku, and then it's Super Goku, and then it's a Super Saiyan, and I was like,
But also the storylines are so hard to like catch. Like even with like I've tried, I've given anime a shot. Like I've sat down, like I've had someone like there was like one anime movie I watched like called like Akiru that was like Rotten Tomatoes #1 anime movie of all time. That movie was kind of sick. But outside of that, it's like the baseline is so crazy where it's just like the opening character is like a bat person who's like morphing through walls, and they're like, I woke up yesterday in the forest of Kokorea. Like, I'm just like, where what's that? What are you? What the fuck is happening? And then like, and now there's like other characters, and then like they're already like, I don't know. And then you find out like, oh, you didn't read like the fucking hentai comic that came out. You have to read the hentai comic or whatever. I think hentai's the porn.
I think it's the porn also, whatever, but I didn't want to correct you because I wasn't sure either.
Dude, you ever watch that shit, the tentacle stuff?
I've never watched it because you see it and you just go, I'm not going to click on that.
See, that's a difference between you and me, I'm realizing in this conversation.
Yeah, you will go that extra step.
I go there. Yeah. My dick's going down. I'm cleaned up. I'm like, now let's have a laugh. Let's click on that.
Oh, a laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like I want to see like a animated girl get like gangbanged by vines.
Well, that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
It's hilarious to me that like you watch these animes and the women are so overly sexualized.
Oh, yeah.
And then you see who drew the anime, and it's this fat, autistic Japanese guy. Did you watch Love on the Spectrum on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first season with the Asian kid, the Chinese Australian kid. He's autistic as fuck, and he's drawing the biggest titties on these anime girls.
Dude, yeah, the tits were huge.
Absurd.
And didn't he like give one of the pictures to like the coach? the coach?
Yeah.
And it was like this heaving brat, like this huge fucking titted like anime.
Yeah, and then she's like, yeah, we're working on a hentai comic.
Right, we're working on toning down the boobs.
Oh my dude, I was like, yeah, this kid's fucking
with Jimmy.
This kid's autistic, all right. This guy, let's keep this kid around. Was it on the second season? This second season of Love on the Spectrum, if you haven't watched, A+.
I don't think I saw the second season. I think I've only watched
just
the
came
first
out.
season.
Came out like a month ago.
Oh, really?
There's a kid. I don't know what the kid's name is. I would have to look it up. He sounds like autistic Matthew McConaughey. Like, I'm so in. He talks so slow, but he sounds chill.
Smooth.
He's the smoothest autistic guy. He's like, I just love cars. He's like talking about the cars and shit. He's like in the Formula One.
See, those are the ones I don't trust, though. Because similar to just someone without autism, the more like together and smooth you are, the less I trust you.
Well, I want to say he's together.
Oh, he's not, he just has the cadence. He just has the cadence of Matthew McConaughey. And
if anyone's going to get a girlfriend out of this show, and actually, well, I guess I kind of spoiled it. He gets a girl by the end of the show. Of course he's the only one that got a girl. He's fucking autistic Matthew McConaughey.
How long how many episodes do you think you could get away with where you have a podcast where you break down every episode?
I might have to start a podcast where we break down every episode of
What's it called?
Love on the Spectrum.
You start a Love on the Spectrum podcast.
No one has it.
How long until it gets canceled?
No, it would thrive, and I would have my co-host would be Michael. He was like, well, Michael from he was the guy. He like openly talked about like banging him with his parents. He was like the star of the first season. Do you remember?
Oh,
he was like a chubby-ish kid.
Oh, okay, yeah, that kid.
Michael?
Oh, you would do it with him?
I would do it.
Do you have access to him?
I feel like he doesn't have much going on.
Oh, I was just gonna say maybe you just like get someone you know
who's autistic.
Yeah,
I got a lot of those.
I've been
doing comedy for 8 years.
You're already doing enough editing. So
what? Well, why not
what about? Is he autistic?
Shit. Dude, I mean, really, if you want to go down the open mic scene, it's everyone. Every single person's autistic, which is a reason why I'm like, listen.
So maybe you are qualified. We're qualified.
Oh yeah, I've had to deal with autistic people for 8 years now.
Right.
Yeah, it's fine. I know how to work with them. All right, what time are we at? No, we're good.
How long do you usually do it?
I go for like hour 10, hour 20, and then I'll just cut down.
Right.
What I think.
Yeah.
I don't
What
know.
feels appropriate.
What feels appropriate.
Right.
You want to plug?
Yeah, I'll plug my podcast. Check out Splitting Hairs. I do it every week with Ashlyn Salzano. Yeah, it's funny. We talk bullshit. We talk about conspiracy shit. And we're both... Do you know Ashlyn?
I don't know her. I know you do the podcast with her, but I've never met her.
Yeah, she's fucking wild.
You guys
wildly
hit
funny.
On Brian Laundrie and all that?
Not yet. We're gonna be getting there.
You see what happened yesterday?
No, what happened?
Wait, they found his remains.
His remains?
We'll go off mic for this one.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. But yeah,
wow.
We'll talk about this. Check it out. Splitting Hairs.
See ya.
Adios.